Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will go over the ear model. The ear is divided into three regions. The first is the external ear right here. The second is the middle ear. And the third is the internal ear. The external ear extends from the auricle or the pinna, which is the outermost part of the ear, to the eardrum, which is the tympanic membrane right here. They're both connected via this structure, which is the external auditory canal or the external acoustic meatus. Meatus means an opening, in that case an opening in a bone, which is the temporal bone right here. That's the temporalis muscle. Moving to the middle ear, the middle ear extends from the tympanic membrane to the labyrinth, which is part of the internal ear. In the middle ear, we have three auditory ossicles, very small bones. The first is the Malleus. The second is the Incus, which is in the middle right here. And the third is the Stapes, that looks like a ring. Now, if we took this out, this is the tympanic membrane. This right here is the Malleus. And the one next to it is the Incus right here. And this is the Stapes. Now, the middle ear is connected to the nasopharynx via this tube, which is called the Eustachian tube, or the Pharyngotympanic tube, or the auditory tube. Moving to the internal ear, the internal ear is made of the labyrinth. The labyrinth has three parts and it has two windows on it. The first part is the cochlea right here. Middle part is the vestibule, which is right here, and three semicircular canals. So that's the snail shell structure is the cochlea. The cochlea has the organ of Corti, which is the organ of hearing. Right here, we have the vestibule in the middle of the labyrinth. The vestibule detects the static equilibrium through the utricle and saccule that are in the vestibule. And then we have three semicircular canals at three different planes. Right here, the first window is which is the oval window, in close proximity to the stapes, that's the oval window, also called the vestibular window. Right here, we have the round window, also called the cochlear window. Now, these three semicircular canals, right here, we have the anterior semicircular canal. This is the posterior, facing backwards, and this is the lateral semicircular canal. Lateral means away from the midline of the body, which is right here. Very important to remember that the middle ear is filled with air, whereas the internal ear is filled with fluid. So in the labyrinth, we have the endolymph, and also we have the perilymph. Now, the last part on this model is this nerve. This nerve is the vestibulocochlear nerve, which is cranial nerve number 8. It's a sensory nerve only. This part that is attached to the cochlea is the cochlear part of the vestibulocochlear nerve. This carries the auditory signals to the brain. Whereas this part next to it right here, this is the vestibular part of the vestibulocochlear nerve, which carries the signals of the posture, equilibrium, and also the position to the brain.